A prayer in the grief of losing my father. Hey there. I know things might feel heavy right now. Maybe your dad just passed away and you're sitting there trying to make sense of it all. Or maybe it's been a little while, but the ache still lingers. Either way, I want to talk to you about something simple yet powerful. Something that's helped me and might help you too. Prayer. Just 8 minutes a day. That's it. It's not a magic fix, but it's a quiet strength. A way to feel God's grace lifting you up when everything else feels like it's falling apart. Losing a father. It's one of those things that hits you deep, right in the core of who you are. It doesn't matter if you were super close or if things were complicated between you. He was still your dad, the man who brought you into this world, who maybe taught you how to ride a bike or made you laugh with his goofy jokes. Or maybe he was the quiet type, working hard behind the scenes to keep your family going, and now he's gone. Forever. That's a hard truth to swallow. You might be thinking, I wish I'd said more. I wish I'd done more. I wish I'd had one more day to just sit with him. I get it. I've been there too. But here's the thing. We can't change what's already happened. We can't go back and rewrite those moments. What we can do, though, is find a way to honor him now, to hold on to the love he gave us, even if it wasn't perfect. And that's where prayer comes in. It's not about fixing the past. It's about finding peace in the present and hope for what's ahead. 8 minutes a day, talking to God, lifting your dad up to him. It's small, but it's mighty. Let me walk you through why this matters, how it works, and what it can do for you. Because I promise it's worth it. The weight of losing him. Think about your dad for a second. What's the first memory that pops into your head? For me, it's my dad standing in the kitchen, flipping pancakes on a Saturday morning. He'd always make a mess, flour everywhere, but he'd grin like he'd just invented the best breakfast in the world. Maybe for you, it's something different. Maybe it's him cheering at your soccer game, or the way he'd fix anything around the house with that old toolbox of his. Or maybe it's quieter. Him just sitting there, reading the paper, a steady presence you didn't fully appreciate until now. And then one day, that's all gone. No more pancakes. No more toolbox clanging in the garage. No more chances to say, "Hey, Dad, I love you." It's not just that he's not here. It's that you can't call him Dad anymore. Not out loud, not in the way you used to. That hits hard. Maybe you're angry because he left too soon. Maybe you're sad because you didn't get to take care of him the way you wanted to. Or maybe you're just lost, wondering how life keeps going without him in it. I remember when my dad passed. It was sudden, a heart attack no one saw coming. I kept thinking, if I'd known, I would have spent more time with him. I would have asked him more questions about his life. But I didn't know, and I didn't do those things. The guilt ate at me for a while. The what-ifs piled up. And I bet you've got your own version of that, right? That's normal. It's human. But here's what I learned. You don't have to carry that weight alone. God's there to take some of it off your shoulders, if you let him. Why prayer? So why 8 minutes of prayer? Why not 5 or 10 or an hour? Well, 8 minutes is just enough. It's not so long that it feels overwhelming, especially when you're grieving and your energy's low. But it's also not so short that it feels rushed. It's a sweet spot, a little window of time to sit with your thoughts, talk to God, and let his peace sneak in. You don't need fancy words or a theology degree. You just need you, your heart, and a willingness to try. Prayer's not about changing what happened. Your dad's not coming back, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But prayer does change something. It changes you. It's like opening a door to let some light into a dark room. When I started praying after my dad died, I didn't even know what to say at first. I'd just sit there staring at the ceiling, feeling this mix of sadness and anger and love all tangled up. But then I'd start talking. Out loud or in my head, didn't matter. God, I miss him. I don't know why you took him so soon. Please take care of him up there. And slowly, over days, weeks, I felt lighter. Not fixed, not perfect, but lighter. The Bible says in Philippians 4:6-7, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." That peace that transcends understanding, it's real. I've felt it. It's not loud or flashy. It's quiet, steady, like a hand on your shoulder when you need it most. And 8 minutes a day can get you there. What to say in those 8 minutes? Okay, so maybe you're thinking, I've never really prayed before. What do I even say? Don't worry. It's easier than you think. There's no script you have to follow. It's just you and God having a conversation. But if you want a starting point, here's what I do. Feel free to tweak it however feels right for you. First, I start by just being still for a minute. I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and let the noise in my head settle down. Then I say something like, God, I'm here, I'm hurting, I miss my dad. That's it. No big fancy opening, just the truth. Then I talk about him. Maybe I thank God for the good stuff, like those pancakes or the time he stayed up late helping me with homework. Maybe I ask forgiveness for the times I wasn't the best son, when I snapped at him or didn't call him back. And then I ask God to hold him close, to wrap him in love up there in heaven. Lord, let him know I'm thinking about him. Give him peace, and help me down here too. Sometimes I picture it, my dad sitting up there with God, maybe fishing on some heavenly lake. He loved fishing. It makes me smile a little, even through the tears. Other times, I just sit quietly and listen, not for a big booming voice, but for that small sense of calm that creeps in. 8 minutes goes by fast, but it's enough. And here's the best part. You can do it anywhere. In your car, on your couch, out in the backyard under the stars. God's not picky about the location. The ripple effect of prayer. Here's something I didn't expect when I started praying. It didn't just help me with my dad's passing. It helped me with everything else too. Grief has a way of spilling over into your whole life. You're tired all the time. Little things set you off. You might snap at your spouse or your kids because you're carrying this invisible weight. But those 8 minutes, they're like a reset button. They don't erase the pain, but they soften it. They remind you you're not alone. I remember one day, a few months after Dad passed, I was driving home from work, and I just started crying out of nowhere. The radio played some old song he used to hum, and it broke me. I pulled over, sat there in the parking lot and prayed, God, I can't do this today. Help me. 8 minutes later, I wasn't fine, but I could breathe again. I could keep going. And over time, those moments of peace started adding up. I'd notice the sunset and think, he'd love that. I'd laugh at a memory instead of just crying. Prayer didn't take the sadness away, but it gave me room to feel joy again too. And it's not just for you, it's for him. When you pray for your dad, you're sending love his way, even now. You're asking God to wrap him in his arms, to give him the rest he deserves. Maybe he worked hard his whole life, carrying burdens you didn't even know about. Maybe he had his own struggles, his own regrets. Your prayers are like a gift to him, a way to say, I see you, Dad. I love you. Rest easy now. A deeper connection. Let's get real for a second. Life moves fast, and sometimes we don't realize what we have until it's gone. I used to think I'd have all the time in the world with my dad. I'd put off calling him because I was busy. I'd roll my eyes when he'd tell the same old stories. Now I'd give anything to hear one of those stories again. Maybe you've got your own version of that. Things you wish you'd done differently. That's okay. God doesn't expect us to be perfect. He just wants us to show up. Those 8 minutes of prayer, they're a chance to reconnect, not just with God, but with your dad too. You can talk to him in your heart, Tell him the things you didn't get to say. Dad, I'm sorry I didn't visit more. I'm proud of how hard you worked. I hope you knew how much you meant to me. It's not the same as having him here, but it's something. It's a bridge between you and him, held together by faith. And here's a thought. Maybe he's hearing you. I don't know how it all works up there, but I like to think my dad's smiling down when I pray. Maybe yours is too. Maybe he's rooting for you, proud of the way you're carrying on. Prayer keeps that bond alive, not in a spooky way, but in a warm, comforting one. It's like leaving the porch light on for someone you love. 8 minutes to heal, grieving's messy. Some days you're okay, and then bam. A random Tuesday knocks you flat because you found his old hat in the closet. That's how it goes. But prayer gives you a steady anchor. It's not about pretending everything's fine. It's about letting yourself feel what you feel and trusting God to carry you through it. 8 minutes a day build something inside you. Strength, hope, a quiet kind of healing. Try it tonight. Set a timer if you want. Just 8 minutes. Sit somewhere cozy, maybe with a cup of tea or just your thoughts. Talk to God about your dad. Tell him what you miss, what hurts, what you're thankful for. Ask him to hold your dad close and to hold you close too. Then just sit there for a bit. Let the silence wrap around you like a hug. I bet you'll feel something. A little lighter, a little steadier. And if you don't, that's okay. Keep going. Peace doesn't always come all at once. It sneaks in slow, like the first light of dawn. A promise worth holding on to. I believe this with all my heart. God sees you. He sees your pain, your love, your longing. And when you pray, He listens. He's not up there judging you for what you didn't do. He's meeting you right where you are. Your 8 minutes aren't just words floating into the air. They're a lifeline, a connection to something bigger. They're a way to honor your dad and to heal yourself, one small step at a time. So give it a shot. For your dad. For you. 8 minutes a day, talking to God, letting His grace wash over you. You'll get through this. Not because the pain goes away completely, but because you'll find the strength to carry it. And one day, you'll look back and see how far you've come. You'll feel Him with you. Not in the way He was, but in a new way, a forever kind of way. Trust me on this. You're not alone. God's got you, and your dad's still rooting for you, wherever he is. After watching, remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment on the video. I have many good videos to share. Learn to give, and God will give peace to you and your family.